Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with some new stuff. I'm very excited, especially for complexion products. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. As you guys can probably tell, my skin is not looking very good. I just have like a lot of redness and scarring and it's just not cute. This is what stress will do to you guys. So kids, stay calm. I'm really excited for this new primer from Milk, and this is the Hydro Grip Primer. It says that you can actually wear this obviously under your foundation, but you can wear it after your skincare, like during the day, for like a really glassy skin effect. And I'm very excited to see what this looks like on the skin. It has hemp-derived cannabis seed extract and a blue agave extract. It's supposed to keep your makeup on all day while giving your skin nice hydration. So that just sounds like everything I would ever want in a primer. What I am going to do is I'm only going to wear this on half of my face. That way I can really see if the primer does anything different to my foundation. Every time I do these trying new products, I'm like, how am I supposed to know if this primer is good? Because I'm trying kind of like a new foundation too. So what I'm going to do is only do primer on half of my face. That way we can see the difference. I love this packaging, by the way. I think it looks so cool. So I'm going to take not too much since I'm only doing half of my face, and I'm going to do this side. Okay, it doesn't have like an overwhelming scent. It almost doesn't smell like much. It feels so strange to have primer on only half of my face, but this primer feels really nice. It kind of has like a tackiness to it, so like the foundation's really gonna grip to it. Grip primer. I see what they did there. It does absorb really quickly into the skin. Like I'm not seeing like a greasiness or like super silky or silicone-y feel. It just kind of feels like skin but tacky. For my foundation, I recently picked up the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I literally have been seeing so many amazing reviews on this foundation, and I finally found it, so I bought it. I got two shades, 405 and 420, because honestly, I really can never tell in the drugstore what color is going to be my color. So I might, oh, is this even too light? Did I get the wrong colors? I'm going to go into the shade 420. Which is a darker color. I rather my foundation be a little bit on the darker side than too ghostly. Ooh, this is quite a liquidy foundation, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm gonna start on the side that I have my Milk primer. Okay, it does have like a slight scent, but I don't mind it because it smells like a very fresh foundation scent. I'm a pretty big fan of the L'Oreal Infallible line, like the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow foundations. I've really liked for a long time, so I have high hopes for this one. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. So far, the color actually doesn't look bad. It actually looks really good. It does look like it dries down a little bit darker, but that is all right because it's not like turning super orangey or too like pinky on me. I might just do my whole face with a sponge. Coverage looks like a full medium. I could definitely build this up more if I wanted to. I did a little bit and it builds really nicely. It looks absolutely beautiful on my skin. So smooth, like it looks really good. I'm very pleased so far. I do have some blemishes and scarring that is still peeking through. Maybe I'll try to build up in that area a little bit. I can always go in and add some concealer because at the end of the day, like I don't want to put too much foundation on when it's just like some areas. I can just throw some concealer on. All right, so that is one side of my face. The finish looks very natural. It's like a satiny natural finish. It's not too dewy and it's not too matte either. It actually looks perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and do the side without the primer now and see how that looks. Foundation is on. I definitely brought it down my neck a little, and I can see like my neck is a lot lighter than my face. But I'm wearing a hoodie. We had that covered up. No one can see, but I actually do really like the color and the tone of the foundation. I'd rather look a little less ghostly and a little bit more like alive. Looking at both sides of my face, primer and no primer, I don't really see a huge difference with how my skin looks with the foundation on. To me, they both look pretty much identical. If anything, like if I was really gonna look really close, maybe this side just looks a little bit like more poreless, just a little, but I don't think it's enough for me to like really point out, and if nobody knew, I don't think anybody would say like, oh, one side of your face looks different. But we shall see how it does with like an all-day wear type of thing, since this is something that's supposed to make your makeup last really long and just keep your skin really hydrated and feel really nice throughout the day. So maybe it's not like a sudden change, but it's something throughout the day that I might notice. Moving on to concealer, I'm also really excited to test this out. I recently picked up the new e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I got two shades. I got light peach and medium peach. They both look really freaking fair. Like this looks ghostly. I I'm probably gonna have to go with medium peach. I don't think in my entire life I've ever been a medium anything. So we're gonna try this one out. I have heard nothing but amazing stuff about this concealer as well. So I'm very excited. Oh wow, that is a giant doe foot applicator. I am going to start off with one side. Oh my god, that is so light. Holy crap. Like I was saying, I'm gonna do one side of my face first. Wow, that is really fair for medium peach. All right, I don't love the color. In fact, I feel like the color made my under eyes look a little bit more blue toned. It's way too light. I feel like I need a little bit more. It says medium peach. Where's the peach? I'm not understanding. I mean, it looks really pretty. It blended out really nicely for the most part. Like, it looks like a really nice concealer. I won't lie, but the color is definitely not right for me. Like, what color would I be? Like, deep? Going into the other side. I'm also going to just take a little bit in the center of my face, kind of brighten it up, make everything kind of look normal. Okay, so concealer's on. I'm not in love with the shade, but the concealer itself looks really promising. I even tried to build this side up a little bit and it doesn't look really bad. It doesn't look super drying or crepey. It doesn't look like wrinkly and creasy on me. Two quick things before I set my face. One, the foundation has definitely oxidized quite a bit more than when I first applied it, so it's definitely gotten a lot darker. I don't know if you guys can tell. The concealer is like popping off my skin like crazy, because also my foundation is a lot darker than normal. Second, it's pretty much set. I feel like I wouldn't need to like necessarily set this foundation. It doesn't feel super drying, but it's also not tacky either. Like, you can probably not even set this foundation and still be good. So just want to throw that in there real quick. I'm gonna dust the rest of the powder off my face using this new IT Cosmetics brush for Ulta, and it comes in like a little trio like this. Super cute. I'm gonna use these for some other steps, but I'm gonna use this big powder brush to just kind of sweep the powder off. I'm not gonna lie, my face feels so like dry right now. Like, I need some moisture in my skin. I did not think it was gonna feel like this matte. For my bronzer, I have these Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzers, and I'm kind of leaning towards this color a little bit more. This looks a little bit too like peachy orangey, like that looks like a blush to me. So I'm gonna go into this shade. It is called Sunset Striptease. Okay, Wet n Wild. I'm gonna take one of those IT Cosmetics Ulta brushes. This is like the little angled one. I'm very particular with my bronzing brushes. I have like one favorite brush that I feel like applies bronzer the best, and that's it. So we shall see how this goes. Is it just me that like when brushes are clean, I feel like they don't apply product very well? I have to use it at least like once or twice for it to like really apply the way I want it to. Maybe that's just me, but it's like too clean. It's too soft. Brush is not bad. Bronzer shade is not bad. It's going on really nicely actually. Dang, I feel like I'm gonna be just really tan today, but that's okay. We're gonna pretend it's summertime. We are bronzed, maybe a little bit too bronzed, but I'm gonna move on to blush. I have this beautiful palette from Nars. Oh my goodness, like I cannot with their palettes. Like, they do such an amazing job with their packaging. And this is what it looks like inside. I don't even want to use this because it's gorgeous. They look so silky and beautiful. I'm going to do like a mixture of these two colors right here. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of both. I'm going to pop that onto the cheek. It's definitely going to be, I feel like it's more like a peachier tone blush. I think I might dip into this shade too, just to add a little bit more pinky tone. I feel like we're really like bronzy and peachy right now. These blushes are definitely kind of like a satiny, luminous blush. They're not like super shiny. They do give like a little glow to the cheek, if you guys can tell. There's also a highlighter in here, which I'm going to just swatch. Oh, it's really pretty. It's not like super pigmented, but it just has like a really pretty glow to it. I do have another highlighter I'm going to use. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I love the Wet n Wild highlighters. They literally never disappoint me. They're beautiful. This one is in the shade Bloom Time, and it's such a pretty peachy, pinky color, and I hope that looks really good on the cheeks and not too dark. I'm gonna take that last little brush in the IT Cosmetics Ulta collection, and I'm going to just run this. Oh my god, yeah, like that is beautiful. Like, I do not need to even dip in again for the other side. Oh, I love this. Oh my god, I love this so much. I put way too much on. My skin looks like dewy. Oh, I love this. I feel like even though it has like that peachy pink tone to it, it looks really good like on the nose too. I'm not like seeing like a pigment. So it kind of just like blends in really nicely. Like, wow, I'm very, very, very highlighted right now and bronzed. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera really quickly. I've literally been using these same products like in all of my videos. It's the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Taupe Trap and the Brow Endowed Primer and Little Tinted Gel in Taupe Trap. So I'll be right back. So for my eyes, I'm gonna be using the new Beige Cosmetics and Daisy palette. Look how cute it is. It's like a little box. It opens up completely and then the top has a mirror. You place that inside and it's like a little vanity. It stands up on its own. I think it's adorable. The colors inside are really fun and bright. You definitely have shades like this whole first row. You can create like pretty neutral looks, but there's also a lot of pop of colors. So this is what I'm using for my eyes. I don't know what look I'm going to be doing today, but we're gonna create something, so let's get into it. I'm starting off with the shade Naked, which is like a matte nude color. It's not super bright where it's gonna make like my brow bone like pop, but it's like my skin tone and it just kind of like adds like a little bit of a base to my eye. I'm gonna mix these two shades together, Flower and Dulce, and this is gonna kind of give me like a really bright honey mustardy yellow color, and that's gonna go into my crease. Ooh, that yellow is really coming through. It's super bright. I'm just taking just Dulce and I'm going to place this on my lower lash line. I'm going to the shade right here. It's called Vintage. It's a really pretty nice warm brown color. And this is gonna go into the crease. Oh wow, this looks a lot more like orangey than I was thinking. That is gonna be more of like a brown shade. Again, just taking the shade Vintage, I'm going to place this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go into the shade Passion Fruit. I absolutely love yellows and oranges with plum colors. I think they complement each other really nicely. So I'm gonna take this and place it into my crease and start deepening up the look a little bit. Again, I'm gonna take Passion Fruit and also apply this to my lower lash line, just kind of mimicking what we're doing on the lids to the bottom lash line. I gotta say, I do really like this like mirror situation. It's really cool because I can just take it out and like hold it in my hand, or I can attach it to the palette, but it's like really, really easy and like convenient to use. Wow, this green is calling my name. I low-key, ooh, what do I wanna do? I feel like we can just do anything. The world is your oyster. Even this like purple is beautiful, like the lavender color. I say let's get a little crazy and see what happens. I'm taking that metallic lime green. It's called Slime. The S is a $. Interesting. And I'm gonna pop this in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm also gonna take this metallic baby blue, it's called Dream, and I'm gonna layer that a little bit on top of that lime green, see if we can get like a cool shade out of that. For my lids, I'm just really curious on how this matte teal color performs. This is called Daisy, so I want to place this on my lid. I will add that I don't really use eyeshadow primers when I do my eyeshadow looks and stuff. So of course like eyeshadow bases and primers and like sticky concealers and that stuff make things pop a lot more, but the fact that I'm not wearing a primer at all and this teal is popping this much, like wow, that is so cute. I'm taking just the yellow, which is called Flower, and I'm going to kind of add this to the crease and bring it a little bit higher than my actual crease, just so like that yellow pops a little bit more and we have like a really nice gradient with the yellow. I'm going to take a mixture of Bittersweet and Matter, which is like that black and that plummy shade, and I'm going to use this to deepen up my crease a little bit more. I will say that little teal shade we put on the lid, it did kind of disappear on the areas of the lid where I was blending other colors, but it's kind of like in the center, and I really actually kind of like how that looks. I think I'm done with the shadows. Now for my wing, I kind of want to use like a green liner, like something colorful. I'm gonna experiment, see if this like comes out the way I'm envisioning, or if I need to go over it with black. We will find out, so let's experiment. I actually really like that a lot. And how proud of me are you guys that I did my eyeliner on camera? I'm kind of shocked that it came out like that. I wouldn't say my other eyeliner matches or looks the same actually at all. So let's just turn to the side a little bit. For my mascara, I do have something new to try. This is the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. This one's really interesting because it kind of like bends. That's all right. So I'm gonna open this up. Ooh, okay. So it's like plastic bristles, which I'm not always a fan of, but never say never. But like it does this like interesting thing where you can just hold it. I guess it makes it like easier to get it in there or something, or maybe I don't know. Is that like supposed to be easier to control? Let's find out. I don't know if it's actually like more convenient. I'm gonna try it straight. I just feel like I'm so accustomed to using mascara one way. I feel like either way, I kind of actually really like the mascara. It kind of separates your lashes. I wouldn't say it makes them look super full, but it makes them look really wispy and long. Like, that's like really cute. Look how good my lashes look. All right, so this is the finished eye look. I'm actually really into it. I love like all the colors. Like I used a lot of color, but somehow it just looks really cohesive and super pretty. I love the green liner I used. I think that really like added something like really fun to the look, something a little bit different. Totally digging the palette, the liner, mascara I really like. Now let's move on to the lips. I'm gonna be using one of these Milk Makeup Classic Bullet lipsticks. They recently came out with these. They're so pretty, and I just realized that one of the colors, C.R.E.A.M. Cream, is one of the same colors and shade names as, what are they called? They're little, they're like chubby lip pencil stick thingies. Either way, that was like my favorite lip color. It's so pretty, and I think they have like a classic lipstick form of that. So I am between that shade and the color Low Key, which is kind of like this really muted gray purple color. It's really interesting. I think I'm actually gonna go into Cream. And by the way, this packaging, it's like magnetic and it feels so nice. Kind of has like a little bit of a heaviness to it. Very luxurious. Ooh, I love that. Really pigmented, super like soft. It glides on like butter. I guess I'm overlining my lips today. It feels really good. It's a Jess shade. This is something I see myself wearing like every day. It's a beautiful color. But that the look is complete. What do you guys think? I actually really love how my makeup came out. Like, I think overall everything looks super pretty. I didn't think I was gonna go like bright on the eyes, but I'm glad I did. All right, so going back to the beginning with the products that I've used today, I will say my complexion looks beautiful and very flawless. The skin looks very smooth. Like I don't have any creasing on my face. Like I actually really do like this foundation for the most part so far. I will say I didn't expect it to feel as like matte as it does, but I kind of don't mind because I feel like it's just gonna last really long. It's not dewy at all. For the primer, what I can say so far is this side, like my cheek, just looks a little bit more smoother. You can see my pores a little bit more on this side, but I just really want to see how it does with like the long wearing, like all day aspect of the primer. Both sides of my face look really pretty. The concealer, I like the formula. I'm gonna go see if I can find like a darker shade because this is a little bit not the right color for me because I feel like it makes my under eyes look a little bit more like bluey green looking. I need something a little bit warmer for my skin tone, but I think it's a really nice concealer. The bronzer and blush, I have no problems with. I think they're really pretty. The highlighter, I absolutely love. Like, I love Wet n Wild highlighters. I knew I wasn't gonna be disappointed, so that I already knew. The BH and Daisy palette is definitely a hit. I actually really like this palette a lot. I will definitely be using this again. The colors, like the matte shades, are very creamy and buttery, very pigmented. The metallics are very metallic. I bet if you use it like wet, it's gonna be even more like blinding. I used it dry and it's still really pretty. The only thing I would say is probably this teal shade. I would probably place that over like maybe a base, like concealer, like a lighter color, and then pack the blue on top, just so it has something to stick to. But other than that, it's still showing up on my lids and it looks really pretty. But yeah, I really love this palette. Lipstick, you guys know I already love, so altogether, I am very happy. I'm kind of excited to see how my foundation is going to wear throughout the day. I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. It's around 3:30 right now. If I don't come back for like a check-in because I don't know what my day consists of, then I will definitely 100% leave you guys a note in the description bar telling you guys how I felt at the end of the night, what it looked like, if the primer made a difference, so on and so forth. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know if you guys have tried any of the products that I mentioned today. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you are notified every time I do post a new video. With all that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!